Evening, all. Daniel Hand, your very own RPG therapist, coming to you on an extremely cold January morning. People keep telling me to turn the heating on, but that would be to admit defeat. And just thought I'd come and give you an update on my return to YouTube. I think a few months ago, I forget exactly when, I came along and gave an update saying, I intend to come back 2026. Um, and that was still the plan. But rejuvenating this channel seems to be a cursed project. Um, First off, as you can see, I moved, so I've had to figure out a way of filming so you don't have my kitchen in the background. Fine, get that sorted easy enough. Then my computer started struggling with recording, so it's getting a bit long in the tooth. So having to sort that out. Then Bryce, my amazing editor, love you, Bryce, got a job elsewhere, so had to take a step back from editing, which that was one of the things where irreplaceable. But have to find somebody else and develop a relationship with them. Again, doable. Took all these in strides, wrote scripts. I wrote about 10 scripts for episodes. I thought, let's get it all in order, record a bunch, and that'll give me time just to get back into the swing of things. As far as I was concerned, things were going okay in spite of the hiccups. Then, beginning of this week, I went to start recording. Check Google Docs where all my scripts are. No, they're not. Every single one of them gone, and not just the new what's it called, scripts. Everything from the beginning of the channel. Was going to do one on Steven Universe, one on Mobile Suit Gundam, mechanized emotions in RPGs. I had a lot of things that I was really excited to talk about, and I'd put hours and hours of work into them, and just gone. I spent the week trying absolutely everything that they recommend online. Search just your deleted folder. They weren't deleted, they're not in there. Search for it, etc. Tried everything, they're gone. So now back to literally square one. You've got to go back and start everything. I'm going to put some ideas together of things I could just do without any preparation, just so that we get the channel moving again. But they are, they're just not going to be as good in terms of content. We could do a crawl through of my my RPG shelves, for example. We may have a look at that. We could have a read through together of some of the books. Just stream of consciousness conversation, etc. But they're not going to be as good as pre-scripted episodes. And as I say, the scripts have just vanished, and I am very disheartened about that. That it was a lot of work, and the thought of having to start that all over again. So that's where I am. I'm going to try and, as I say, put some ideas together for off-the-cuff episodes, but it's just been a very one setback after another experience. So watch this space. I'm going to be talking to some therapist friends, Charlene, Eric, and Emily, about doing some games. So hopefully we'll be able to give you that, if nothing else. I'm sorry, guys. This is not how I envisaged it going down, but we'll get there. We'll get there together. 2026, it's only 9 days in, but it's not been off to the greatest start, has it, for the world in general? So please keep yourselves as buoyant as you can, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks a lot, guys. So until such time as I can return, take it easy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and have a good one. Cheers.